Okay, we will get started. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining Top Step webinar on the new release. I'm Ron Bro, CEO. Today we'll be talking about some of the more important items in the last release. We're not going to go through every single release line. If you need to look for something specific, obviously the release notes are very thorough. We're really going to highlight some of the bigger items in this last release. So these are kind of the highlighted items we're going to go over today. We're going to talk about some of the global changes with the new UI and some of the functionality changes. And then we'll talk a little bit about the project centers updates as well as the mobile app updates. Before I get into the details here, I wanted to share with this audience a couple of top step thoughts about OpenAir being rebranded and becoming, for those of you who haven't heard, OpenAir will be renamed to Project Pro, excuse me. And the reason for this is because OpenAir has always been, as everyone on this call knows, kind of a third-party software under the NetSuite platform. It's there, but it's its own little thing out there, and we're very excited about it becoming more part of the NetSuite family. Now, that being said, OpenAir / Suite Projects Pro will continue to be its own system on its own platform. It's not going away. This is just an investment in OpenAir to make it more aligned with the NetSuite UI, NetSuite look and feel, and overall improvements, as well as allow it to be more easily sellable by the NetSuite sales reps as they are talking to customers with sophisticated professional service needs. So this is a very good thing. There's been a lot of confusion in the market about what's this mean to OpenAir. This is all good. For those of us that have been around a long time, we're a little sad on the naming change, but at the end of the day, it's an investment, it's a refresh, it's an energy that's being put into Suite Projects Pro, and Top Step is excited on where this will lead. So let's get into it. So what is a Redwood Experience? So Redwood Experience is an Oracle, or is partnered with some software design folks, and they are looking at all of the softwares, NetSuite, Oracle, OpenAir, and looking to see how user-friendly are they and how user-friendly can they get. So this is not a one-time event. This is a plan that Oracle is investing in to basically make all of their products more UI friendly. So they're calling it the Redwood Experience, and basically we look forward to this to continue to grow with each release. This is quite honestly things that we've been begging for: better UI, easier clicks, easier searchability. And so with this first release of the Redwood Experience, you're seeing different color scheme. To me, it's a little softer on the eyes and a little more palatable. Easier navigation with some of the Save Search functionality, our global search functionality, and to-do lists, and a few other items. We'll go into those in detail. But the Redwood Experience is Oracle's investment in their products, and we're excited to see OpenAir as it continues to grow in that manner. Obviously, you've all seen this. You're seeing it today in your environment. New color change, full refresh, new icons, new visibility and readability. So again, all very good improvements, in my opinion, where this needs to be. One note, this will be subtle. You'll note where you see your initials up at the top next to the global search icon. If you're in as yourself or if you're in as a proxy, the coloring changes. So if you see red and up at the top, it means you're proxied in as a user, versus if you see the kind of the greenish, bluish color, it means you're in as you. So subtle, but again, beneficial. Page headers are the spacing is being changed a bit to have better logo and new icons. And so again, better use of the space depending on the computer you're using and the size of your screen. Again, all improvements in my opinion. Global search, hallelujah. Something we've been begging for a long time. So the idea here is to quickly be able to find data or be able to take actions in OpenAir. So you can, uh, the search is pretty good. It brings together navigation, shortcuts, as well as modern search capabilities. So the search can be accessed from any page. It's static on the top of the within the OpenAir. You can access it through shortcuts as well as just through the global search button on the top right. It will show basically two side-by-side menus. The side on the left is basically your list of navigation suggestions. So they'll give you a list of suggestions based on popular choices, and obviously as you start to enter your search information, then you'll start to pare that down to what you're looking for. On the right, if you have shortcuts set up, it will display your shortcuts. So the shortcuts came out in a release, I believe, in 2024. The ability to create quick shortcuts, so create a new timesheet or navigate to the projects, to this project or that project or the project list view. If you're not taking advantage of the shortcuts, they can be really helpful as well as being able, again, minimize the number of clicks to get within OpenAir. So this kind of combines the shortcuts, the potential actions a user might take, as well as being able to then start to search for key information. One thing about this initial release of the global search is it is focused on clients, employees, and projects. So for example, if you are looking for an invoice number and you go in and search, you're not going to find it with this release. They are committed to making more and more objects in the software available for the search, but to this date, they are not. Also, you need to, as an admin, I didn't know this actually till recently, but there is search synchronization that you can force as well under the account global sync. So check out your global settings and global search under the account. If you, for some reason, wanted to turn off the global search, you would have to contact support. It was automatically enabled for everyone in the 2024.2 upgrade. New generation homepage. So this is pretty cool. Most of you probably saying, I don't have this, and that is because you have to request it from support in order to have this available within OpenAir. And basically what it does is it brings together kind of a new improved dashboarding view to be able to really get key information. You can have up to 12 different views of data, and you can customize and personalize this. Basically allows you to display report outputs that are, as well as being able to bring in list views as well. So again, pretty cool. It's very modern looking view of your data. And I highly recommend that you turn this on and share it with your folks because it's very handy. Also, you have two options, as I mentioned. You can do any sort of report, detail report, summary report, or tabular or cross-tabbed. Also, list. You can do a list report from a saved list view as well. So again, different options to be able to add to this new dashboard. And also you have personalization. So if you, as you start to create your dashboards, you can click the personalized button and then be able to reorganize, move things around, edit the content, reorganize the tabs. So you can really start to personalize it. And then like the other dashboards, you can also now push this out. So if you were to create this dashboard for user A, and then you wanted to push it out to all your other users, you can do that similar to what you can with the other dashboards. Now, this is create only at this point. I assume at some point it'll have an option to replace or copy like it does in the other dashboards, but for right now, you're just pushing it out one time, and then the end users can personalize it if they have the permission to do so. And this is within the bulk wizard, employee wizard. So again, and making sure if you are sharing this out, make sure that the target users have access to the data or the modules that have the view. Make sure it's best if you're using a public list layout, and make sure that filters are available on a per user basis. And in the shared reports, use the home page of the targeted users before copying. Again, this is an optional feature. To enable it, you need to contact support and ask for. I believe the switch is called the new homepage feature. And then when you turn it on, you'll see your home, and you'll see another home new in your layout once you have a fresh login. The to-do list, again, nice feature here. Allows you to kind of take what in the current home page, you've got a list of actions that you can see. This kind of combines that as well as some other items and be able to show you anything you need to do from an approval, or in addition, submitting if you've got open items that need to be submitted. So again, it adds a little additional functionality to kind of keep you on track with your actions. You can click the entry to jump to the corresponding items, complete the actions, and then once you complete the actions, you'll have the no items on your to-do list option. This will replace reminders and my status portlets on the home page at some future release. It's still those are still available today, but this will eventually replace those items and give you a consolidated area. Mobile app. They've now added a draft inbox for both time and receipts. What is a draft inbox? Well, basically, it is a way for you to work offline. So this is, you don't have to be connected to the internet. If you are on a plane with no Wi-Fi and you need to want to start updating your timesheet, you can actually start to add things to your draft inbox. And then when you come back online, you have the ability to move it from the draft to the actual. So when you're ready to complete your timesheet or your expense report, you can move the draft time entries or receipts from your draft into the actual reports and actual timesheets. So again, very handy for giving you that offline capabilities as they continually to improve the mobile app for both time and expenses. And then you can also pin draft entries and receipts to your dashboard. So if you are, when you log in, you have quick access to those items, and you can go in and pin those and then move those. A few changes to the project center. They improved the resource search capabilities. So this users stay locked as you scroll to the list of results, so you don't lose the user as you scroll over. So that was an improvement. And then they've increased the capacity of being able to have more, lots of columns, even though you're still seeing only a subset of those. But it does give you the ability to add additional, up to 100 columns in the view to be able to, scroll to see that data. So again, just some enhancements that as they continue to invest in the project center. The shortcuts, as I mentioned earlier, one slight improvement, you can now reorder them by dragging and dropping. But previously they were just laid out in the order in which they were created. Now, if you want to reorder them, you can do so. So again, you're seeing a theme here, a lot of usability, UI improvements in this release. And again, we mentioned earlier in the global search, you will then see those same list of shortcuts here. So again, only if you have shortcuts created, but they will now become available in the global search. So those are the highlighted features in this release. While it was a little light in functionality, it was a big lift in usability and UI. And so we expect they'll continue to invest in the UI as well as continually to invest in new features coming out. Thank you very much for again joining today. And if you have any questions or follow up, please feel free to reach out to us. And everyone have a great day. And thank you.